You know that feeling, right? That moment you realize you've been disrespected. Your gut instinct is probably to talk it out, to explain yourself. But today, we're going to dig into a really powerful, kind of counterintuitive strategy. It's a strategy that involves saying a whole lot less and doing a whole lot more. So let me just ask you, what do you do when someone crosses that line? When they take you for granted or even worse, treat you like you just don't matter. It's this awful sinking feeling, and our first instinct is usually to react, right? To explain ourselves, to fight, to prove our own value. But what if the strongest thing you could do is something else entirely? Okay, so the moment that line is crossed, you feel it. It's this emotional sting, and your instincts just kick into high gear, and you have this overwhelming need to make the other person get it, to make them see how much it hurt. But here's the problem. That path almost never works. And what does that instinct usually look like? Well, it looks like this: the big speech. Oh, you know the one I'm talking about. It's that long, heartfelt, super emotional monologue where you just lay it all out, how they hurt you, why what they did was so wrong, and exactly what you need from them. You're trying to use logic and reason to appeal to their better nature. But here's the tough truth. That big speech, it usually falls completely flat. It doesn't create any real, lasting change. And why is that? Well, it's because you're trying to use words to fix a problem that was created by their actions. So let's break down why this whole approach tends to backfire. Let's just put these two approaches side by side. On one hand, you have the big speech. It is super emotional, it's draining for you, and honestly, a lot of the time, it just gets ignored by the person who isn't willing to listen anyway. But on the other hand, you have strategic silence. Now, this isn't about being weak or passive. It's incredibly powerful. It's self-possessed. It doesn't beg for respect. It demonstrates your value. So if talking it out isn't the answer, what is? Well, the material we're looking at today points to a really powerful core strategy. It's a total shift in your mindset. You have to stop talking someone into respecting you and start showing them the cost of losing your respect. Let's give it a name. We'll call it the disappearance principle. So what is it? It's the strategic removal of your presence as a way to demonstrate your value and enforce your boundaries, all without a big, messy confrontation. Now, this is really important. This isn't about punishment or ghosting them. It's a conscious, strategic decision to withdraw access to you. And in practice, it's actually beautifully simple. You just pull back, you become less available. All those constant texts, the favors you do, the emotional support you provide, the very energy you give them, that access is now restricted. You stop talking about the problem, and instead, you create a real, tangible consequence for their actions. So why is this so incredibly effective? Well, it taps into some really basic human psychology. People often don't truly appreciate what they have until it's gone. This strategy forces them, whether they like it or not, to confront the very value they were taking for granted. Here's how it works. The psychology here is a pretty clear four-step process. It all starts with a core belief. Your time, your energy, your presence, it all has immense value. When someone disrespects you, what they're really saying is that it doesn't. So by removing your presence, you create this void, this vacuum where you used to be. And that's when the final step kicks in. They are forced to confront the actual cost of their behavior. This is really the central idea, and it is so powerful. Just let it sink in for a second. Bad behavior has a cost, losing the value of your time and presence. You see, you're not yelling, you're not arguing, you are simply teaching them through your actions that disrespect has a price, and that price is access to you. But it is so crucial to understand that this is not about playing games or trying to manipulate people. At its very core, this whole strategy is a fundamental act that you do for yourself. It is the ultimate expression of self-respect. So let's just be crystal clear. This is not manipulation. It's self-respect. This is not a fight that you need to win, but a calm, quiet demonstration of your inherent value. You are simply and powerfully training people how to treat you by setting a clear boundary with your actions, not just with your words. And that really just leaves us with one final reflective question. As we wrap this up, I want you to think about this. Who in your life needs to be gently, quietly, and powerfully reminded of your value? The answer to that question might just change everything about how you respond the next time a line is crossed.